Welcome to the show. I'm Kathy Ireland. Cancer is a devastating diagnosis for many, including the pets we love. Fortunately, science is leading the way towards more effective treatment of canine cancer. Tammy Wayhouse, founder and CEO of Elias Animal Health, joins us today to talk about her company's advancements in canine oncology therapeutics. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you, Kathy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Tammy, can you tell us about Elias Animal Health and why you founded the company?
Well, in 2013, I became aware that cancer is the leading cause of death in dogs over the age of 2. And at the time, I was working for a human health company, Therapeutics Biomedical, and began to look into whether our cancer immunotherapy could be an effective treatment for dogs as well. So we founded the company and licensed the technology from Therapeutics and then began our journey.
And how common is canine cancer and what are the current treatments like?
Over 6 million dogs are diagnosed with cancer each year. The current cancer treatments are really fairly limited. There have been no significant improvements or very few significant improvements in cancer therapeutics for dogs in over 20 years. What they have available is primarily surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation.
Immunotherapy is the process of asking the immune system to recognize cancer as a foreign invader and a threat to the body. Cancers have elaborate ways of protecting themselves against immune attack. The Elias Animal Health ECI treatment is 3 critical parts: a vaccine made from the patient's own tumor cells, activated immune cells that we collect from the patient and give them back their own cells, and then finally a series of immune hormone injections to keep the immune response going in the weeks after the treatment. All 3 parts are naturally occurring parts of immune responses against tumors. The cellular parts use only the patient's own cells, and so there's nothing foreign that's introduced in the process of this. And the combination is very effective at identifying cancer cells where they hide and eliminating them, hopefully for the life of the patient. They receive no chemotherapy in the process of treatment, and their average survival is well out over a year. We're very excited about those results.
Tammy, can you tell us about your company's research into canine cancer treatment?
So we began clinical trials in dogs diagnosed with bone cancer. And we conducted those studies at 9 veterinary specialty hospitals and universities over the course of about 2 years. The goal of those studies was to evaluate how well the dogs tolerated our treatment, but very importantly, how effective the treatment was in treating their cancer and preventing metastases.
And what is Elias Cancer Immunotherapy designed to do?
So it's about a 6-week treatment regimen, and the goal of the therapy is to train the immune system through the use of a vaccine to recognize the cancer that is residing in the patient. And cancer is a complex disease, and no 2 cancers are alike. So with the vaccination, we can train the immune system to recognize what that cancer looks like for that patient. And then we can use the trained immune cells to develop an adoptive cell therapy that can be infused into the patient to treat the cancer.
And how does it work?
The vaccination is used to prime the immune system to recognize those cancer cells. And then we collect those immune cells with apheresis and then ex vivo activate them to give them back to the patient, and that targets the remaining cancer cells that are left behind after surgery. It has the ability to move through the bloodstream to capture any metastases that have moved to distant locations.
And so how does ECI allow for individualized cancer treatment?
Well, we take the cancer tissue that's removed with surgery and develop the vaccine. So that is a personalized vaccine that is used to train the patient's immune system. Then the T cells that we collect through apheresis are also personalized to that patient and targeted at that particular cancer.
When we were told Echo had bone cancer, we were devastated. We've had Echo since she was 7 weeks old, along with her litter mate, Houdini, and our family has been just the 4 of us ever since, so the thought of losing one of us in a short period of time was pretty hard to swallow. Echo handled the amputation surprisingly well. She was a little off balance when she first got home, and she had the head cone on, and so she would bump into things. But within a couple of days, she figured out how to walk very well with just 3 legs. And the immunotherapy, she tolerated very well with no side effects from that. My vet's astounded with her progress and I think surprised. We didn't have a lot of hope at the beginning, and I was expecting to lose my dog within 3 to 6, maybe 9, maybe 12 months. And now we are 2 years later and she's still cancer-free. The status of Echo's bone cancer is that she is currently in remission. She is nearly 2 years out from her surgery and amputation, and she's doing great.
What types of results has your experimental treatment yielded so far?
We're very impressed with our bone cancer clinical study results. In those studies, there are 50% of the dogs that have survived twice as long as dogs would normally survive with chemotherapy.
Well, tell me, it sounds like Elias Animal Health is creating a new standard for canine cancer care. Congratulations to you, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kathy. It's my pleasure.
And thank you for watching. I'm Kathy Ireland.